What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, I'm going to be giving you guys my prediction for Season 7 in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Now, my prediction videos used to go something like this. I would talk about what's going to be your new showdown reward, what's going to be your new triple threat offline reward, all of those types of things. However, times have changed, right? And as far as like rewards, you really only see one, right? The level 40. I guess you could include the domination reward as well. But like rewards have changed big time, right? So you get pro pass, you get level 40, you get domination. But outside of that, it's really it. Now, one thing I will say is I do expect to get 100 overall rewards. Now, why do I expect that? Maybe not the pro pass, but as far as level 40, as far as domination, it's to be expected. Why do I say that? Well, this season, we already saw 100 overall Tim Duncan. And so, I mean, are we going to see Invincibles? No, I doubt it. Like, it would be cool if we did see the, Invincible versions of those cards. But it's just not something that I necessarily expect. So, I do expect 100 overall Pro Pass reward. Who are some guys that we could possibly see? I don't know, some guys that are on my radar as possibilities. Somebody like a Kareem, I feel like we could see. Somebody maybe even like, I don't know, Pro Pass George Mikan. Somebody like that are cards that I think we could possibly see as far as getting 100 overall. Because if you look at like a Kareem, we haven't seen, one yet this year. Even like 100 overall Ron Artest could be a player we could see. Somebody like that. As far as, your level 40 or your just pro pass reward. Now, as far as domination, I expect the domination reward to not be that great. Now, again, I wish it was going to be somebody that's good. It's just hard for me to expect that given, again, where we're at within this game. Now, again, Jalen Williams was okay. Do expect to see a 100 overall card. Who could we possibly see? Again, the list goes on and on. There's a lot of different guys we could see. I would even like to see like another David Robinson type card that, could probably play at a very high level. But who knows? I feel like domination, they never really released that big of names. And so that's just something that's on my radar. Now, as far as the overall game mode, that's the important things. Are we going to see 100 overall box toppers? I actually expect us to. I expect in Season 7 for odds to get way better and for us to see 100 overall toppers. So, as far as the price of 100 overalls, honestly, I expect them to go way down heading into the new season. Just because, again, if you're going to see these cards as toppers throughout the season, these cards should go down in price. Now, why am I expecting this? Well, in King of the Court, they finally did update their rewards, whereas if you win, you do get a free 100 overall player. Obviously, if you get top 1%, you do get a Dark Matter. Top 10%, a Galaxy Opal. Top 50%, you still only get a Pink Diamond. So, do I think King of the Court rewards are still that good? No, they're actually pretty trash. But again, at the end of the day, like, it is what it is. The rewards have been pretty trash all the way around. What I hate is, like, people are going to be hype. Oh, Ty, they got 100 overall. Let's go. That's so hype. But again, it's just behind the curve, right? Again, when you finish first in the world, you should get somebody better than 100 overall Anthony Edwards that's basically unplayable. Now, again, that's just my personal opinion, but I just don't necessarily love King of the Court rewards. As far as showdown rewards, as far as breakout, as far as salary cap, as far as all of these rewards, I don't expect them to change a whole ton. It's just kind of my personal opinion. They could get better, but again, they've been basically the same all throughout. One mode that needs to be updated is Breakout. Breakout is a game mode that has literally so much potential. But again, with the way the game is right now and the lack of updates, I don't necessarily expect that to be that much better either. And so where does that leave us? Well, 2K has been doing a good job all year long, or all, if you go back to, the start of the year to now, giving us good level, honestly, like, they've given us good level 40 cards. They have. And again, I don't necessarily love to admit it, but the level 40 cards have been good. Now, do I like the fact that it's behind this paywall? No. But again, they have been giving us really, really solid cards. Now, with that being said, it should continue. As far as the Pro Pass card, hopefully it's somebody good as well. Like, give us like an Artist Gilmore type of card. People will be happy with that. Now, again, do expect 100 overalls here. Again, we'll kind of wait and see. But even a guy like Magic Johnson could be a guy that 2K does end up giving us that I think could be a really solid card if he does get a change release. Now again, domination, hopefully they give us somebody like Rick Smits. Like, that's kind of who I'm hoping for, obviously not expecting, but I think he would be solid. I would honestly, and this is just me, love to see 2K give us actual mode rewards. So instead of, oh, you get a dark matter, or you get, 100 overall for grinding all these things out, which at this stage, I hate to tell people, but nobody wants these, dark matters at this stage. It's the way it is. Like, nobody wants these cards. But if 2K, gives us these, types of things, it's just not going to be super optimistic. Now, if they gave us different rewards, let's say, like they have in the past with Sean Elliott, like Mitch Richmond, Havlicek, again, the list could go on and on of cards they give us, then that's where I become a lot more optimistic about this mode and just the ability of 2K to adapt. Hopefully, one thing I actually like that 2K did is for the Friday grinds, giving us this out of position exchange for a free 10 bucks every Friday, I think was a big time positive addition to the game mode. Like, obviously, again, you compare that to getting a 95 plus pack, which was horrible. And again, did I have the best luck? Not necessarily, but I did pull Draymond. I have, pulled some Galaxy Opals out of that as well. I pulled Alex Sarr. And so, that is something that I think 2K actually has going for them, is if they do continue to give us that free, grind on a Friday, I think it's worth it. Plus, even if you look at what we got last season, as you did grind for level 40, you got a couple of dark matters along the way. Hopefully, this now becomes a 100 overall card, and we can start adding these good free cards to the squad, because I feel like there are certain areas that the game honestly isn't that bad as far as being rewarding, but it's just, it should be in these types of game modes as well. And so that's kind of the big thing for me, is it's like there are certain spots where I feel like the game mode actually isn't that, isn't that bad or is somewhat rewarding, but I just feel like it needs to be in specific game modes. The last thing I want to hit on today is events. I firmly do believe that 2K is going to bring more and more events into this game on a more consistent basis as we do wind it down. Now, why do I believe that? Because I think 2K makes a crazy amount of money off these events, and some people are going to disagree with me on that, but I genuinely think 2K makes a ridiculous amount of money off of these events. That's just kind of my opinion. I think you guys, everybody would be surprised at how much money 2K truly is bringing in for people that, always want the best of the best. So want Jokic, want Jimmy, those types of cards. Now for me, obviously, again, I went through, I'm going to make some MT off of this event, but that's really all I can do. And again, that's how I'm going to approach the event. But for the people that do spend the money, 2K, yeah, they're doing just fine off of these events. These events that are supposed to be for the community are really just for 2K's sake. And again, 2K is making a massive, massive, massive amount of money off the game. So it is something that I do expect to continue to be in the game. 2K is going to try to patch our MT methods any way they can. But at the end of the day, 2K really doesn't care. Because at the end of the day, the whales of the community still don't want to do this. The whales of the community still want the Jokic, still want the Jimmy Butler. So sure, that the guys like me, myself, and everybody that's doing this is going to make a decent amount of MTE, but 2K is going to continue making their money. So I think 2K has found something that has worked for them with the events. Now again, for me, I don't really care because I've got some legend badges. I got Donovan Clingan. Like, I got some decent cards from this event. And at the end of the day, after I got what I wanted, I can just, again, work towards that extra little bit of MT. So, do I hate the events? No. Do I think that they could be a lot better and actually attainable? Yes. But they are what they are. And at the end of the day, guys, 2K knows what they are doing. And I almost guarantee 2K is making a ridiculous amount off of these events. So, I expect heading into Season 7, these events back. Now, one thing I hope that isn't back in Season 6, or Season 7, I should say, is weekly super packs. We do not need super packs each and every week on this game. We don't. I don't know why 2K brought that in the game this season. I don't think 2K made that much money off of them. To me, it's just 2K's way of being super lazy with their quote-unquote content. We do not need super packs weekly. Give us them once a season at the end of the season, that's fine. But trust me when I tell you guys that nobody wants them on a weekly basis. So hopefully that's something that 2K goes away with. And hopefully they start actually giving us content on a, you know, couple times a week, you know, like it doesn't have to be anything absolutely crazy, but I do think the community deserves, you know, content more than we have been getting it. Now, at the end of the day, guys, MT runs this game. And so if I'm you guys heading into Season 7, try to make as much MT as possible. It's what I'm doing, guys. It's basically why I've, you know, I took all of my invincible cards, exchanged them down as much as possible, and I'm going through and selling these cards because, again, MT runs the game, and the more MT that you guys can have, the better off you are going to be. So try to make as much MT as possible. I'm hopeful for Season 7. All I can say is, as much as I want to slander this game and how they've done content and stuff, it is so easy on this game to be no money spent. It is. Now, the other side to that is, there's no real mode to play on the game right now. Does that make sense? So it's like, yeah, it's easy to be no money spent. You know, you can grind the events, make MT, stuff like that. Not even grind the events, but I guess grind the Sunday win streak, stuff like that. But outside of that, like Showdown, like Salary Cap, like even Domination, there's just no real mode on this game that's totally worth playing. And that's something that really kind of bugs me. They've taken sniping away by adding, you know, oh, after every snipe, you've got to wait a bunch of time. And, you know, they've taken the fun from grinding for certain rewards away. And so now it's just, that's where I'm at. It's like, you literally just got to play this game for the love of the game at this stage. Like, that's the only reason to actually play basketball in my team. It's like they've went away from people actually playing the game to the people that just open packs. Like, that's what 2K has done. At the end of the day, it is what it is, but that's kind of where we're at on this game. I'm hopeful, not necessarily super optimistic on the game. I hope we do see some more of these playoff content, and hopefully the cards get better and better as we do dive into like the Dark Matters and stuff. I just hope for a good end to the year. Now, normally 2K does end the year decently well, and so I'm hoping for that in a big time way. That's going to wrap it up for our video. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on it, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.